A new poll found that 71% of Americans believe President Biden should not run for president again as this term ends. Okay, what's your take?
He needs to say right now, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, that is exactly what this man needs to come out and say. He needs to say, listen, I'm going to work my butt off for you for these last 2.5 years, but you rest assured, I understand that this has not been perfect. I'm the bridge candidate, is what he should say. I'm the bridge president.
Yeah. Well, he said that to begin with. You remember he said, "I'm only going to be a one-term president." Right. I mean, no. Go back and look if you don't believe he said that. I'm going to be a one-term president. But go ahead. I mean, so he's the bridge president. Go ahead.
Yeah, and those are all the things he should say. But instead, they're out there reaffirming, nope, we're running again in 2024. We see that our approval rating is, headed into the 30s. Vice President Harris's is even lower than that. We see that other people like Gavin Newsom poll better than this candidate right here, and they still refuse to step down. We know I'm going to be in my mid-80s, and that is a concern with a lot of these voters. I mean, what is it? A third of them say that he's too darn old to do this for another 4 years, and they're just whistling past the graveyard.
Right. What's most interesting to me is 45% said he shouldn't run because he's a bad president. Okay? Now that's important because it was only 30% that said he shouldn't run because he's too old. And I think that's those are very significant numbers. Only 30% of the people that polled said that they would even vote for him. These are Democrats would vote for him in a primary.
Yeah, they've got very real problems, and unfortunately, as we've seen, the problems are not getting better. Mm-hmm. He is not a fighter. You have so many people who had supported this guy wholeheartedly from the start of the Democratic primaries that have now come out and said, "What? You're telling me I have to go fight when you're sitting there doing nothing?" Deborah Messing. Right, hugely outspoken Biden supporter from the very beginning.
Good point.
And
here.
she has come out and said, "Stop asking me to do more, and you get off your butt and you actually do something."
The only good news here is that 61% of voters say that Trump should not run.
Well, and that's kind of a callback to what I mentioned. At the start of all this was that opens the door for somebody like Bezos. To waltz in and say, look, you don't want this guy, you don't want this guy. You love Amazon. Yeah. Everybody shops there, whether you want to admit it or not. You all do. So why not give me a shot? And that's even scarier than these two idiots.
Saw an interesting article that Gavin Newsom's dead on arrival only because he's from California. If you had put him in the middle America, he has a shot. But that's something that's interesting because I think he's a good candidate. But if you start looking at what the problems are ahead, I think I agree with a lot of them.
One, we could end up seeing, and I think this is exceptionally likely, we could basically have Florida versus California, two very large but very different states. Yeah. So you could end up with DeSantis versus Newsom in 2024. It'd be a hell of a fight.
But middle America is still out there.
Yeah.